G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I just got this in from my good friends over at Banggood. This is Pxtoys' latest offering in their lineup of RC vehicles. It's just been released, guys, and this one goes by the name of the Pxtoys 9204E. I haven't tried a Pxtoys before, so I'm pretty looking forward to taking this one out and testing it out. So as you can see here on the box, it's aged for 14 years plus, so for teenagers and adults. It is hobby grade. We've got a size of 110 scale this time, so it's not your typical 112, 116 scale, so fairly decent sized truck here. And this one comes in at under $80, would you believe it or not. That's pretty rare for a 110 scale vehicle, and this one is packed full of pretty good specs actually. Okay, so the build quality looks pretty good on paper, and I'll soon see how it is out when I test it out on the trails and so forth. But yeah guys, I've got the Jeep version on this side. You can also get the Rock Racer version, which is also pictured on the top of the box here. Also goes by the name of the Adventurer, and it's a full ready-to-run kit, guys. All you have to supply is the 3 AA batteries for the remote controller, for the transmitter. Information on the back here, which shows a diagram. It's got a big 540 brushed motor, this one, and there's some more pictures there. Metal diffs, as you can see. We've got oil-filled shocks, which is pretty uncommon on a truck, you know, that's under the $80 price range. And aluminum drive shaft there as well. As you can see, 540 power, 7.4 volt lithium battery, and we've got a full ball bearings in this particular truck. So let's open it up. I'll quickly go through it and then I'll take it for a bash test. Okay guys, start off, we've got this rather decent looking user manual here. It's packed full of info. I'll just quickly go through it. Here's the different models you can get. I've got that one here, the 9204E, their latest addition to the lineup. There's a Rock Racer version that's also on the box. And you got some of the previous versions there. You got a monster truck, truggy, and looks like a stadium truck. It goes on to some of the product specifications here, all the dimensions, wheelbase, 245mm, diameter of the wheels, and all the other specs. Remote distance, 100 meters. Alright. That diagram that's on the back of the box is also in the user manual. Everything you need to know, guys. Let me just look for a parts list. Should be at the back. Yeah, we've got a exploded diagram, which is always nice on these hobby grade vehicles. You've got every part number just there and how to put everything together. Step-by-step assembly guide and the parts list. All the screws. Everything's got a model number there. Every part. So yeah, very good little user manual here, guys. Everything you need to know is in this book. Alright, onto the battery now, quickly. Now on the listing it says it's a 1500 milliamp hour on the Banggood site. This is actually a 1700 milliamp hour 2-cell LiPo. Pretty generic looking LiPo, but comes with a Dean's plug. So we should get a good maybe 15 minutes drive time, maybe even a little bit more, depending how you drive. If you're going flat out, like I usually do, it'll probably last, 12 minutes, maybe 15. So we got that. So we got a goodie bag here with the a metal tool wrench for the to take the nuts off the wheels. We got the little USB charger. Okay, so these are only good if you haven't got a hobby grade charger. They'll do the job. This one actually has printed on it 1000 milliamps per hour. So this would take, being a 1700, just under 2 hours to charge with this little trickle charger via USB. Standard, issue screwdriver that they usually pack with these. Got extra clips there and pins. See the pins there? So that's pretty good. Usually you don't get those. You get extra pins just in case you lose them out of the hub. So yeah, extra pins for the locking the shell on as well. Transmitter, fairly standard issue, plastic transmitter. Reminds me a lot of the different branded trucks that I have. Very similar transmitter to like a Subotech or a Zillahong transmitter. It's got Fast and Furious written on it. It's a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, of course. Got a nice sponge foam on this wheel. That's always nice to see rather than just hard plastic. And it's just got your standard, you know, you got your standard, you got your dual rates on the left there for your steering, throttle trim in the middle. You got your steering trim on the right there on that dial. Two different, you got normal, two different switches. So you got normal and reverse on the steering and the throttle, and just a simple on and off switch, guys. And if you turn it on, it's ready to bind. I've already put the 3 AA batteries in it. Okay, guys, onto the Pxtoys 9204E, or as it's called here, the Explorer. Let me just move this box out of the way. This is a larger 1/10 scale Jeep. I've got the green one. You can get this in red too. So it's basically the same truck, except wherever there's green on this one, like the wheels as well, that's going to be red striping as well. So I really like this shell. It's looks like a pretty durable shell because it's got this roll bar cage screwed onto the Lexan body. So that's going to add a lot of protection when bashing around. You also got that mount for the spare tire, which is actually a real tire that you can use. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, so yeah, it's got a bit of weight to it, pretty decent weight to it because it's got a 540 motor and all metal parts throughout. Okay, let me just show you the spare wheel here for a minute because I want to talk a little bit about that. Here's the full-size spare that goes on the back. You just mount it onto the back of the vehicle. They stayed on the listing that this has vacuum sealed wheels, and I was thinking, gee, what does that sort of mean? It means it's got air in it. As you can see, there's no foam in there. You've still got the hard rim, but when you press it in, I can feel the rim. But if I squeeze one end of it and then try to press the other, I can feel there is air in it. So these are vacuum sealed air tires on this, which is, yeah, I'm not used to that. So sort of like they got like a beadlock sort of style on the back, which ain't really a beadlock. It's just the design of it. We'll take a 12mm hex as per usual on 1/10 scale trucks. But let me just take off the pins and we'll have a look inside. As you can see, yeah, nice looking shell. It's got a few sponsors on there. I am off-road on the front hood, but I'll take off the locking pins and I'll show you what's underneath the hood. Alright, so here's under the hood of the new Pxtoys Jeep. So straight away we can see the little servo here, guys. It's a 2.2 kilogram torque servo with the servo saver on the front. This seems pretty smooth, so it should perform well with steering this vehicle around. Got a pretty decent sized little battery bay here with the little bracing there to secure your battery. So being a Dean's plug, you know, like many other hobby grades, you can use up, you know, all your other batteries with this one that are 1500, maybe even a little 2000 would fit in here, considering that the one that comes with it is a 1700. So we've got a lot of metal parts on this one, guys. We've got a metal drive shaft going through the center there. I think the spur is plastic. I'm not too sure. I'd have to open it up to see. But yeah, all your axles are metal, aluminium. We've got metal diffs in this one. You can see the diff cups are metal, as well as the wheel hub side as well. They're all metal. Oil-filled shocks on this one, which is really awesome. You don't usually get that for this sort of price point. You usually get friction shocks. As you can see, there's quite a bit of adjustment holes here to adjust the camber and possibly the height as well of the truck. I think these are adjustable rings as well, so yeah, you can even adjust them from here as well. So that's decent. We've got some extra adjustment up the top here as well on the actual shock mounts. The body mount is adjustable as well. Many holes there that you can raise or lower the actual body shell. Over this side, we've got that large 540 can brush motor with a blue anodized heat sink. Yeah, they claim this one will go around 40 k's top speed, so I'll definitely be checking that out. Should get up there anyway. Being a 540 canned brushed motor, I shouldn't see why not. Powered on a 2S. And we also have they're calling it a 3-in-1 ESC and receiver combo. This one actually has 45 amps stamped on it, as you can see there, with 7.4 volt. On the listing on Banggood, it says this is a 30 amp ESC, so that's a bit of a bonus. We've got a 45 one here. So just like the LiPo, they mentioned it was a 1500. We're getting a 1700 milliamp hour LiPo and a 45 amp ESC. So that's pretty awesome, guys. All right. So yeah, 2-in-1 there. And yeah, on the front here, we've got some LED lights. They're hooked up to the, like a third channel there, auxiliary channel on the ESC itself. And we've also got another port there, which would probably come in handy with for a little FPV camera. That'll be all right. I might try that later on. Or if you want to add more lights to the rear of it, because these are the only lights on this one in the front bumper, so white LED spotlights. The bumper is pretty soft. We've got that shock absorber in the middle for any hard impacts. And looks like we've got adjustable body posts on the front as well, so you can lower it. What about the actual front? Yeah, we've got other adjustments on the lower control arms as well on the front as we did on the back. Alright guys, so that's basically it. That's what's under the hood. I'm going to take this one out and let's skip to that, guys. I'll meet you out at the trails, and we'll see exactly how good this Pxtoys 9204E Jeep handles and performs out on the trail. Alright guys, that's coming up next. Catch yous out there. Okay guys, I'm here with the Pxtoys 9204E. This is the latest Jeep from the Pxtoys lineup. So first off, while the batteries are still 100% charged, I'm going to do a speed test on this. Okay, so it's starting to record. Let's send it out. I think they claim that it's a 40km/h truck, but as you know, they tend to exaggerate sometimes. So let's see what it got. Okay, got a speed of 29 k's an hour. Hopefully you can see that. 29.2. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Let me just try that one more time. It seems to be pulling to the left a bit. So, you know, it's 10 kilometers off what they say. It's running a 540 motor. Good brakes on this one. Really good brakes. And we got 29.4 this time, okay? So that's what you're gonna expect, around 30 kilometers an hour. I'll turn that off now. I might just take that off and we'll do the rest of the bashing. So yeah, 30 k's an hour this truck pretty much. So let's test it out. Throttle trim's all on full. This has got oil dampened shocks. It's got some good torque to it with a 540. It's not overly fast though. I expected it to be a little bit quicker, but yeah, she's eating up the train quite easily here. Look at this. Those oil-filled shocks are doing an excellent job. Good to see oil-filled shocks on a budget priced RC like this. Yeah, good little bashes so far. Let's go down here. You just bring it up close so you can have a good look at it. Some drive-bys here. 4-wheel drive. Oh, she tipped. Hit a little mound here. Just here, and she went sideways. So yeah, this is the first Pxtoys product I've tried. I was eager to try this one when I saw it on the Banggood website. It's the latest product, the 9204E Jeep. Looks a little bit like a Wrangler sort of, Jeep Wrangler sort of shell design. A great little basher so far. Have no issue getting over all this terrain here. See how it does on a jump. See if I can line up this jump. Little jump there. Yeah, she's bashing pretty good through this stuff. Hey, that was a good jump there. Let's try that again. Pretty smooth in the operation of this controller too, very precise and smooth. Oh, missed it that time. Very good controls. This servo's doing a good job. I believe it's a 2.2 kilogram torque servo. Damn, I keep missing this. Hopeless. All right. The bumps of this little trail are putting me off a bit. See what I can do here. Come on, line up. There we go. So good little jumper. Do a range test in a second. All right, let's test out the range. What I'll do, I'll go on the basketball court. Meant to have 100 meters of range. So let's test that out right now. I like to do the whole range test. Still got control. Yeah, still got control. I'm easily 80 meters away. There's a tiny little bit of lag at times, not much. So it's, you know, got the predicted range, I think. Oh, let me send it down this way. See if I can get the same sort of result. Now I'm a good 80 meters here. Yeah, she's got the range, still got control. Let me reverse it. Reverse it back. Turn around. Bring it back this way. She's not overly fast, but she's got a bit of speed to it. Like I said, I mean, it's evidence in the video, 29.4 or whatever it was, 30 Ks you can say. Round it up a little bit. There's a dirt mound here as well. Very quiet too. It is very quiet for a brushed. Usually the, I've got a massive twig stuck in the front end here, in between the bumper. Usually, like, I've got 540 vehicles like the WL Toys, for example, and they're pretty loud and whiny in their operation. This one's pretty quiet for a 540. This is pretty thick sort of terrain here. You can see heaps of crap. I'm getting caught up in these twigs here quite badly. Popped out a light and just pop that back in. Again, well, it's stuck again, is it? I think I'll get it out of here. It's just one more shot at this. Yeah, no, I'm getting stuck. Look at this rubbish. All right, let's go back. Bashing it down here. So here's a 1700 milliamp hour LiPo 2S. I've got a feeling this thing can handle a 3S. I may try that out later on, guys, because it's got a 45 amp ESC. They did state it had a 30 on the website. They also stated they only had, this one only comes with a 1500 milliamp hour when it's really a 1700 milliamp hour, which is a bonus. And it's a bonus that instead of a 30 amp ESC receiver combo, it's a 45. They're very grippy tyres. Look at that. Good brakes. See what reverse is like. Yeah, fun little basher. Decent size, 110. 540 brushed instead of a little 390. And there's not really much to mod on this because it's got all metal diffs, all metal drivetrain, I think, pretty much. You got the center tail shaft, drive shaft is aluminium. Got metal diffs, metal axles, diff cups. So the only thing you really, and all filled shocks as well. So the only thing you really need to, if you want to upgrade it, is put it on brushless. Let me check the dual rate on this. It's turned right up. Let me lower that. Yeah, dual rate's turned right up. Alright guys, well, that's pretty much it. I've taken it on pretty much all the terrain around here. Just take it over here on this pavement here, which is slippery. She's that grippy, it doesn't want to do donuts. A lot of weeds here grown up between the pavers before. Right, let's take it on this. Oh, 2 wheels. Alright guys, that's the battery. So pretty good run time. Wasn't too bad at all. Let me just check how hot the motor is. These lights popped out. Okay, so you want to probably hot glue them, but anyway guys, let me see the motor. Yeah, it's pretty warm after all that bashing around. Okay guys, so that will conclude my review and bash test on the Pxtoys 9204E. Pretty good basher for the price. I mean, considering it's only $79, but it's actually cheaper than that with the coupon code I'll provide in the description below. Yeah, pretty decent. It you know, it's a good off-road basher. Not bad speed out of it, you know, not 30 k's an hour, and basically you got all the upgrades already built into it out of the box. Like I said, you'd probably just want to put it on a brushless system. So anyway guys, be sure to check the link below if you're interested in this one, and click on the link that I provide, as well as using the coupon code that I provide if you're interested in this particular truck. Thanks for watching once again. I do appreciate it, and feel free to comment below what you think about this one. I think it's pretty decent actually for the price, because you're getting the 540 can motor and all those upgrades straight out of the box, full metal drivetrain and so forth. But I might try this one on 3S a bit later on, because I think that ESC receiver combo will handle a 3S. So I might do a speed run later on, and should get closer to that 40 km/h mark that they state on the box. Okay guys, thanks for watching once again. Feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Sure do appreciate it, and click that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. Alright guys, so I'd like to thank Banggood once again for sending this through, and I'll catch you on the next video. Till then, happy RCing. Bye for now.